Renuka comes the whole way over from London. She is a Women Techmakers ambassador and helps organise some of the Google developer groups in London as well. So Renuka is going to tell us about Firebase Stripe, extension with Flutter Web, and we're just getting the slides set up.
So, okay. Is this working?
Yep, it's working. Yep.
So, hi everyone. Thanks for joining this session. Let me introduce myself. I'm a Renuka Kelkar. I'm the DevRel advocate at Invertis, and I am the Google developer expert for Flutter. I'm also organizer for the GDG London and Women Techmaker ambassador. So today's my topic is about the Flutter, but before that I would like to talk about my community. So the Tech Power Girls, I'm the founder for the Tech Power Girls community, and the Tech Power Girls community is specially created for the women who are having the gap in their career. So basically it seems like that when a woman have a gap in their career, like a 2 to 3 years gap, they easily come back into the IT world again. But the gap is, if it is bigger than that, like a 10 year or 15 years, like sometimes women took some gap for their, because of their family, because of the childcare, anything. And if their children grown up and then they want to come back again, and that's the time they got a problem, because technology is changing a lot and very fast, and they can't cope up with that. So this initiative is that we are helping the woman to learn the Flutter app development from the scratch, and there we help them to create their portfolio, make them independent, make them confident, and then help them to get the jobs as well. So this is our initiative, and this initiative is really got good kind of response. So like being Indian, I have a little bit biasness to my country. So we have started giving this initiative expanded for the students who are in the rural part of India, who doesn't know anything about any Google technology. So we went there and we teach Flutter app development in local languages, so that they can grasp this technology very easily. So this is my little bit about our initiative. Then the next thing is that the today's topic is about how to integrate the payment gateway with the Flutter application. So I want to ask you that how many here who know about the Flutter? Oh, that's great. That's great. So like a payment gateway is a very important features when you develop any web application or mobile application. And how it works, that's before implementing in your application, it's very important to understand how it works basically. So whenever you buy any product on Amazon or any other e-commerce platform, so how it works basically, when you go sign in on your platform, you select some products there, then you click on that add to cart. When you click on the add to cart, then how it works basically, that payment gateway connected to your merchandise account, then it will connect to the bank will verify your authentication, and then it will happens, like this transaction will happens. But how it works in the applications? For the Flutter application, if you want to build up this kind of functionality in your application, then there are many ways. Like you can use the Google Pay, Apple Pay, Stripe, PayPal. So these are the third-party application which helps you to build this application. So today I'm going to talk about the Stripe. The Stripe is like a third-party payment gateway where you can create the payment gateways like invoices, then merchandise, like a shipping, all the things, billings, everything's in one place. So this is like a one-stop solution for you. I'm not an ambassador for the Stripe, but it's a part of my talk, so bear with that. So I'm going to talk about my experience, how I have built up my application with the Stripe. So there are the different ways, as like if you want to integrate the Stripe in your web application or any mobile application. So they give you the API and you can directly connect your API and you can do all your work. So what happened, I have tried that first, and when I seen that, like I have used another database, Stripe created their own database, and whenever I created any product, I can see in my Stripe database. So there is a problem how I can talk my two databases together. So I need to create some webhooks and some cloud functions because I'm using a Firebase database. And this important functionality took me so much my time to just integrate in my application. And that's the time I feel like that why like a Stripe and like a Firebase, these are very important features. They can't talk to each other by their own, and the user will get the easy way to do this. So after that, I have seen that Firebase team has bring up the Stripe collaborate with the Stripe, and they have created this Firebase Stripe extension. So this is a really like a game changing now. If you are using the Firebase and you are using the Stripe, so it's like a one-click application. You can build it with this thing. So I'm just going through with that journey. So what you need for this? So first thing is that you need the Google account. So using that Google account, and then you can create a Firebase account with that, and you have set up your Firebase Firestore, and then you need a Stripe account. So these are the essential part we want. Second thing is that enable the authentication. So in Firebase, it's important that you need to authenticate the user. So why it is important? Like when you try something new, you always try like, okay, I don't want to do that. I just want to go and just try to build the application very easily. And then you found some errors. And when you found the errors, then you go into that details and you found that, okay, why this is very important. So when you authenticate the user, then it will trigger the cloud functions, and then it will start to creating a customer in your Stripe account which collaborate with the Firestore. So these all the things is trigger when you authenticate the user. So this is the first step, is very important. Then you need to create a cloud Firestore database. Then in the documentation, they have given all the text, whatever I have written here, it's already given in the documentation. You need to set some security rules for the cloud Firestore. Then there are the two ways how you can implement basically the extension in the Firebase. So you can use the Firebase CLI or you can use the Firebase console. So if you go into the Firebase console, there is a explore the extension marketplace. So you can find so many different new cloud the extensions there. So here you are going to use the run payment with the Stripe extension, which help you to set up the payment gateway. So you just click on that. Then you need to when you go and click on the views details, you will see all the details and documentation for that. So when you want to install it, you have to first select the project where you want to implement this extension. So in my case, it's my Flutter web application. So whenever you want to use any kind of application like an extension, you need to change your Firebase plan to the Blaze plan. Because these are the paid services, but there are some tiers, like some part of the initial part is free. So if you go above that tier, then it will start paying you. So whenever if you want to just use this extension or try this extension for your own purpose, you just install it, you just put your credit card, no one will charge you for that. Once the tier is above that limit, then it will start charging. Then next thing is that when the Stripe needs some kind of access, kind of services from the Firebase store, basically they want to access the Firebase in authentication, cloud data stores. So all these services they want to have access. So that's we have to give that access. Then we need to give some configuration. So what are the configuration we want to give it? So first is cloud function deployment location. So you need to give that. Then the products, you have seen here the products basically. So in that products collection, where when you create any product in Stripe, what is the location in Firestore where you want to store all the information? So that is a product collection, same as a customer. And then do you want to sync your Stripe with the Firebase, that if you add any user into Stripe, that will replicate to the Firestore, or it's like you are doing the manually. So you just, I will tell you that it's a preferable, it's like you have to sync your application with the both together, and then you need to add the Stripe API keys and Stripe webhook keys. So this is the Stripe dashboard. In the Stripe dashboard, you can create your own secret key, restricted secret key. Please make sure don't share this key with anyone. So this is very, very important. Creating a restricted key, then you have to give some access. So you have to give the access to the customers and checkout session, customer portal, and give the read access to the subscription. Again, when you start configuring the application, you have to add the webhook key. Before webhook key, you have to all the integration. Click on the install button. Then it takes some 5 minutes to installing that application. Then you have to come to the Stripe, and in that documentation you will get one link which you have to copy and paste it here on this URL, and then you have to customize your webhook restricted key. So this is the process, and then you have to add some events which you want to listen from the Stripe dashboard. So you have to, they already given the list in the documentation, you just need to add that in this case, and then that's done. The next part is that you have to create the products in Stripe. So right now, whatever I'm talking here, I'm doing creating a subscription application, like there is a magazine and I want to subscribe that magazine. So here my mode is for the method is payment is recurring. So that's why when I create this product, I have selected the recurring option. So if you are using subscription, then you have to use the recurring option, or if you want to do anything else, then you can choose a one-time or other stuff as well. So this is the important. Then when I created a product in Stripe, that it will mirror up into the same way into the Firestore. So you can see here, when I created a product in Stripe, it automatically created the products and customer collections in my Firestore, and it will save all the values what I have put it in the Stripe dashboard. It's already reflected into the Firestore. Again, like Stripe are giving you little bit more customizing thing, like you can customize colors, branding, like adding your logos and all the stuff here in your application. So they have the branding page where you can build your own brand with the Stripe. So up till now we have seen that all the configuration, how to do the Stripe integration and all other stuff. But it's the time then how we can go into integrate with the Flutter web. So I have created a very small application, only purpose to understand the concept. So I have created like a first page is a login with the Firebase auth. So it's a normal login page. Then I have created the second page as a dashboard page where we have rendered all the products and price data from the Stripe dashboard. And then the third is when I have clicked on the add to cart, when you click on that, then it should connect me back to the Stripe payment page. So this is how the flow it works. The next thing is the how it code, like this we all got the concept, all the flow, everything is clear, but how we can start the coding for this. So here, first we have to set up the environment. So for me, I have created the Firebase web project. I mention here is a Flutter web all the time, because like a Flutter web is getting mature now, and people are using Flutter web for their complex application, not only for the portfolios or the single page application. So it's sometimes like there are many plugins available, but not all the supports the Flutter web. So I have created completely this project only for the Flutter web. So the next thing is that you have to integrate the Firebase with the Flutter web, which is a normal process. Then authenticate the user with the Firebase auth. Add all the dependencies required. Then I have used the Go router here to the navigation. Maybe who already used the Flutter web, they know that what is the, how is the pane you feel if you need to create the routing in Flutter web. So I have used the Go router package. Then the next step is that I have created this flow, like these are the pages I have created. Login page for the authentication, dashboard page for the retrieving the data. Then we need to create two pages. One is for the success and one is for the cancel. So when you do this all the process, and if the your payment is successfully done, then it will redirect you from the Stripe page to back to your app. So we need to give the proper link to redirect to the back to your app. And if that is not working, so it will reroute you back to the cancel page. So this is the actual process of making this happen. So the next thing is this is the code for how you can create the Go router in Flutter application. So you have given all the data here. So here, this is a very common when you want to use the Firebase auth. So I have used the Firebase auth with sign in with the email and password. This is a very common code. You have to when you authenticate the user, it will redirect you to the dashboard page. In the dashboard page, I have used a stream builder, and I'm just collecting the data from the product collection, and I'm just showing that data on my dashboard page. Oh, what happened here? So sorry for the technical glitch. So we are here to how to show your data on the dashboard page. So here we have just fetching the data from the Firestore and showing all the data from the product collection. Then what happened, once you have done that, when you click on the subscribe button, what happens? So it will create the customer checkout session. And for that, you need to have the checkout session ID. For to subscribe, you need to have a checkout session ID. So what you have to do that, here whatever values you are getting from the product collection, so basically the price. So because we need to send that price to the subscribe. So you just take that price from the product collection and passes to the Firestore and create the checkout session. So in that checkout session, it will redirect you to the, when you click on the subscribe, so it will redirect to the Stripe database. So once you have created a checkout session, you have to wait for some time. It will create the URL for you, which is used to redirect to the checkout, the subscription, from subscription page to the Stripe dashboard. So you have to again use the stream builder and render all the values. And if you just need to check that if your data has the URL or not. If you have a URL, just use that URL, and then you need to showcase here I have given that html.window.location. It means that it will open the new pop-up window for you with whatever URL you are getting from the subscription. So this is the simple process, how it works behind the scene. So this is how it works. And okay, because I haven't done the live coding here session, so I've just done the one small video for that how it works. So I have added my login details. It clicks. you have to subscribe one of product from the subscription here. If you select something from here, then you just click on the subscribe. So it will create the checkout session in your database, and it will give you the URL, and that URL you are going to see the next. So this is the URL where you can put all your payments details. When you click on the subscribe, and if it is the successful payment, then it will take you back to the it takes some time to render the things. I think my talking speed and my my video speed is very much lagging. So yeah, this is how the whole application works basically. So the whole talk about this, the whole integration, I have already recorded for the Flutter Forward. So you can go and check this whole thing. I have created the GitHub link for that as well. You can go and check the code. I just want to just give you like 2 minutes for this, I am a GDG organizer for the London. So we are also celebrating International Women's Day, and to do that, so we have created Flutter Dev Camp 2023 only for the women. This is a special from 8th of March to 31st of March, and it's a beginner course for everyone, and where we can bring all the experts from the Flutter community, and they will teach you how to learn Flutter from the scratch. So this is a really, really good chance to learn the Flutter if you want to start your Flutter journey. So if you are interested, please register here with us, and you can start your journey with us basically. So this is only for the International Women's Day celebration. So I would like to thank you to WTM Belfast for inviting me here and giving me chance to share my experience and my knowledge with you all. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask me. Here is my social media links where you can connect me anytime. If you have any query about the Flutter, you can reach out to us on this. Thank you so much.